guys! Welcome back! How have you been guys? I wish everything is gonna be okay. So today, me and my team will explain to you about reading technique. So let's get started.
Reading is a method of communication that enables a person to turn writing into meaning. Academic reading allows the readers to convert a written text into a meaningful language with independence, comprehension, and fluency, and to interact with the message. There are 7 top reading techniques such as ST, 3R techniques, speed reading, skimming, scanning, active reading, detailed reading, and structure proportion evaluation. The first one, the SK3R reading technique. This reading technique involves 5 different steps, each one with the goal to get you as a reader closer to the full comprehension of the text. Let's see the 5 steps. First, survey. First, survey the piece to get a quick idea of the content and structure of the reading. By you are doing this, you are preparing your mind to the text. The second one, question. Prepare questions for yourself to go over as you read the material. One trick on how to create questions is to turn paragraph titles into questions. For example, a title such as Woman in the Civil War. You could turn the title or the questions with who were the women in the Civil War. And the second one is what did they do and when. Third one is read. Read with your questions in mind. In this step, you can combine other reading techniques that may work for you, such as skimming, scanning, and active reading. So these 3 techniques will be discussed by my friends later. The fourth one, recite. Now, it's time to go back and answer those questions you have created. Make sure what you read makes sense and that you understand how it answers your questions. And then the last step is review. Make mental notes or say aloud what you have learned, trying to do so without looking at your notes or the text to check what have you learned and what have you not learned. The next reading technique is speed reading. Here, you simply try to improve your reading skill and reading speed without losing any understanding of the text. It's quite difficult and requires a lot of practice. The main aspects of speed reading are the first one, identifying words without focusing on each letter. The second one, not just sounding out all words. The third one, not focalizing some phrases. The fourth one, spending less time on some phrases than others. The last one, skimming small section.
Next we have skimming and scanning. These 2 techniques is like a twins, but not really twins. They're same but not similar. Skimming is also called getting the gist of the text. Skimming is a reading technique where you can glaze over the material to find what you are looking for. You can use skimming for reading service or product review, going over a speech last minute, quick research and quick review before an exam. While scanning is a reading technique just when simply running your eyes over a text, usually to find what you are looking for or to find anything that pops out at you. We are usually scanned when reading lists of email subjects, news articles, and a food or drink menu. I know some of you still confused about what the difference between skimming and scanning. I also feel the same when the first time I heard about this. Guys, just remember that skimming is focused on something that really specific, like a number, the name of places, or someone's name. While scanning is focused on the main idea or the topic of the text. So let's move to next technique.
Active reading. Active reading gives you so much more in-depth to understand the text in front of you. This reading method should be used when you are reading something complex or something that hard to understand, something that you need to critically understand about. Detailed reading. Detailed reading is the most labor-intensive and time-consuming reading technique. Readers carefully read, consume, analyze each word for meaning. It's harder from active reading. Piecing together the meaning of words in a sentence to provide deeper understanding can take time and your patience. But in some cases, this is the best techniques to use. This technique is used for extracting information accurately from the whole text. Under this technique, we read every word for understanding the meaning of the context. Use this method with 3 points. The first one is scholarly research articles. The second one, medical report. The third one, and the last one, poetic literature.
So we have come to the last technique in this video. The last technique is SPE technique, structure, proposition, evaluation. This technique was proposed first by Mortimer Adler in his book entitled How to Read a Book. There are 3 steps in this technique. First, identify the structure of a text and make the outline in your mind, or you can write it down on a piece of paper. After knowing the structure, identify or study the logical propositions and organize it into a chain of inference. So our goal in the second step is to make inference after knowing the structure. And then the last step is evaluate the logical proposition that we have got from the step 2 and try to make conclusion about the text. So we have provided you about 6 techniques in this video. With knowing all of this technique, we can know which one is the best technique on reading a text, and it also helps us to improve our skill in speed reading and of course in retaining information.